So Modern Warfare 2 needs some help. And what I'm talking about is, if you look at we haven't gotten an update in over a month. Over a month. We haven't gotten any sort of content. The only content that we've gotten is shoot the ship. Shipment, shoot the ship, and Tier 1. That's it. And I mean, while we're on the subject of Tier 1, Tier 1 is not hardcore. You know, Tier 1 is more like realism mode from Modern Warfare 2019. So it begs the question, why wasn't hardcore put into the game? Like, I don't understand why it wasn't there. Why it isn't here. So if you scan the QR code when you first log into the game, it'll bring up that screen, right? This is is that going to focus? This is basically just the Call of Duty website, and it's going to tell you all the patch notes that they're going to update, which is, I think, scheduled for season launch on February 15th, 2023. So it says here, global changes, crashes, and stability. Which, yeah. They're going to fix a PC audio problem. Apparently some PC players are having problems with audio. They're going to change UI, improved navigation and organization of camo menu, more polished social tabs, including improved channel swapping and player muting, a new My Bundles screen, quick equip items from Battle Pass, My Bundles in store, reticle previews in store in Gunsmith, improved clarity of attachment blocking, logic in Gunsmith, and many more bug fixes. We've also recently introduced a fix that restored instant speed of recent players in menu and status refresh of friends. Experience, they are fixing a bug with they are improving after action report audio. Play again feature in Battle Royale, bug fixes with inconsistencies between Challengers, Battle Pass, and weapon progression. Apparently there's going to be like a number of tuning updates as well. Weapon balancing. Under weapon balance it says, weapon balancing is something we are always analyzing, and we'll be balancing weapons for Season 2, just like any other season or mid-seasonal update. Details on weapon balancing can be found in the upcoming Season 2 launch patch notes. We're excited to discuss some changes to Armor below that will make for a more consistent engagement in Warzone 2.0. And so now we get to the Warzone part of this, which I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm an avid Warzone player, because I'm not. I think I played it like during quarantine. I think that's the last time I played Warzone. I'm just not really a big BR guy. They are returning the 1v1 Gulag. Players will see the return of the original Warzone overtime mechanic, the domination style flag control point in place of the jailer. So there's going to be no more jailer, just going to be the old school capture the flag in the middle. They're making cash more prevalent, I guess. In addition to the cash changes to the Gulag outlined above, we are balancing the Battle Royale economy with a slight reduction to cash rewards for completing contracts. Additionally, we are increasing the lowest value of cash piles from the ground loot to $800 and from the cash registers to $500, previously $100 minimum. In addition to this, cash can be acquired via ground loot containers and white stronghold supply boxes throughout Al Mazrah, but can no longer be found in basic and legendary supply drops. Or supply boxes, excuse me. And they're changing the looting system. Loot and inventory. You're gonna have you're gonna have somebody do a job. They're going to get used to that job, they're going to get good at that job, and then you're going to change it again. Like, coming from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2, they already had to get used to the looting in Warzone 2, right? For a couple months now, right? And then all of a sudden they're going to change it. It begs the question, why did you change it in the first place if you were just going to change it back? And I mean, I understand, you want to try different things and try new ways to do stuff and kind of improve from Warzone 1, I guess. But you're going to have them get used to something and then just go back. Or I don't know if it doesn't say if it's going to be like Warzone 1. It just says they're shifting away from loot windows / menus to a floating loot that will now drop out of all containers in the world, similar to loot from supply boxes. So literally like Warzone 1. This change is intended to improve the pace of gameplay by minimizing time spent navigating the UI and getting players back in the action faster. We were excited to see the new backpack system give players the agency to customize their inventory for a desired playstyle or role within a squad. In our continued effort to balance engagements, medium / large backpacks will no longer be available, and eliminated players will drop loot onto the ground rather than loot-filled backpacks. Every player will have the same backpack throughout the entire game, which will subsequently reduce the impact of stacking medical supplies, equipment, and kill streaks. We will continue to look for feedback and provide updates that streamline the looting experience for everybody. What? They're also adding customizable perk packages in the Warzone 2. This feature will launch with a slightly reduced pool of available perks, which we may slowly reintroduce over time. We want to navigate this particular feature as careful as possible, ensuring that all available perks provide ample utility and remain viable / balance options. When has Call of Duty ever been about balancing? Primary weapons will continue to be available at buy stations, but now at more affordable price points so that players can pursue victory with their most desired weapons. Sick. So we're going to have everybody using the same 3 guns. Doesn't bother me. I don't play that game. I don't. Alright, additional changes. 3 plate vests. We're continuously evaluating the pace of combat engagements and have decided to make a change. All players will now start with a 3-plate vest. Varying sizes of vests will no longer exist in Battle Royale loot. This standardization will bring a more reliable feel to each engagement from the get-go. We'll continue looking at data about optimizing downtime and improving the ability to recover from a prior engagement. I don't know how I feel about that. Movement. We have made an important tweak to the movement that should yield better outcomes for players in combat. Starting with Season 2, players will be able to bust through doors while plating the way that they would if they were sprinting. This change is including a slight increase to movement while plating to enable players to get to cover faster in a moment of need. They are turning down enemy tuning for DMZ. Like, the AI would just beam you from fuck knows how long or how far away. Looks, yeah, and then they're just, gonna do like bug changes. I mean, I'm still sure there's like a whole lot more, but that's just what we have now. I mean, I'll be covering it on February 15th, so till then, it's been a pleasure.